Well, good morning, brothers and sisters. This is Pastor Kevin O'Connor again from Oak Grove Baptist Church. And I am not at the office today. I'm actually at home. But I wanted to give you a quick word of encouragement over a verse that a section of scripture that I was studying the other night at church. And I thought it was great. I wanted to read it to you, but I also wanted to kind of guide you through this and my thinking process as we were reading this in my office. Um, this is Psalm chapter 37. This is David. The headline in this Bible says he will not forsake his saints. Okay, now as David starts this in verse 1, this is a psalm of David. Fret not yourselves because of evildoers. Be not envious of wrongdoers, for they will soon fade like the grass and wither like the green herbs. Now, he's telling you not to worry about them, and then he tells you what to do. He says in verse 3, trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and befriend faithfulness. I want to read this from the King James. It says, trust in the Lord and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Now, the reality is that my trusting in the Lord is exemplified in doing good. So what does it look like to trust the Lord? It is putting all these things in his hand and doing the good that I know I'm supposed to do. Now let's keep reading. It says in verse 4, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Now the reality is someone who trusts the Lord is going to do good, and he is going to delight himself in the Lord. That is part of showing trust in the Lord. Let's read a little farther. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust him, and he will act. Now listen, if I'm really trusting the Lord, I'm not trying to do it all my way or doing it without God's help. I'm going to commit my way to him. I'm going to want to do whatever I'm doing his way. It says, commit your way to the Lord. So let's read one more. It says in verse 5, commit your way unto the Lord, trust him, and he will act. He will bring forth your righteousness as the light and your justice as the noonday. And verse 7 says this, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself over the one who prospers in his way, over the man who carries out evil devices. Now, this is what I got, okay? We start with that first word, trust. What does it look like in this psalm to trust the Lord? It looks like being patient and waiting on the Lord. It looks like committing my way to the Lord and not trying to do it myself. It looks like delighting myself in the Lord. It looks like doing good, doing the good that I know I should do all the time, and trusting that God sees all of this and he is going to take care of me. That was a wonderful revelation to me. I mean, because if we just say trust in the Lord, a lot of times all we think is, oh, believe in my heart, oh, trust in my mind, say, oh, I believe that God's going to take care of this. I've got faith that God's going to do this. No, it's produced that our showing that we trust him is that us continuing to do good, even if things aren't looking right now, even if things are not exactly going my way right now, I'm going to trust the Lord and I'm going to continue to do good. I'm going to make friends with faithfulness, be friends with being faithful in the things that God has given me to do. I'm going to delight myself in the Lord. That reminds me of Psalm 1. Blessed is the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, or sits in the seat of the scornful, or stand in the way of sinners. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and he delights in that law. Day and night he's meditating on it. So it looks like doing good, being faithful, being friends with faithfulness, delighting myself in the Lord, committing my way to the Lord, not wanting it my way, but wanting it God's way. And finally, being still and patient and waiting on the Lord. I don't know who needed that word today. I know I needed it yesterday. I know that I needed it deep down in my heart. I needed it. And I know there's someone else out there today that needed that word too. Trust in the Lord and do good. God bless you, friends. We'll see you next time.